Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I did this bohemian braids for the first time on my birthday and I filmed the process. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, then stay tuned. Okay guys, so these are the products that I'm going to use to prep my hair for blow drying, and then after I wash the hair and blow dry, then I'm going to go on and do the actual patting and braiding of the hair. Disclaimer, you guys, this is not a tutorial. This is my first time, okay? So please give me grace when it comes to like the patting and the braiding and all that extra stuff. I'm just showing you guys how I did it, okay? So using the Tresemme shampoo and conditioner, I am just going to wash my hair thoroughly, making sure I get rid of all of the dirt and grime and disgusting stuff in my hair. And I am detangling throughout this entire process, like over and over, because I want my hair to be as smooth as possible when I blow dry. And I'm going to use a blow drying brush, which is actually a straightener brush, but it gives a blow drying effect. So I do towel dry my hair and then get it as dry as possible. Then I add the heat protectant from Tresemme, and I am using this brush at 450 degrees. I think I did lower it to 400 degrees because I didn't want to burn my hair and get any damage, but I just share it into 4 different parts and I begin from the end and straighten going upwards. I love this brush because it doesn't have that loud noise from the blow dryer, and it is at this point I realize that I am in desperate need of a trim, you guys. But yeah. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys what my setup looks like. As you can see, I have a mirror in the front, fairly wide and tall mirror, and it's in front of me, and then I have just my normal like bathroom mirror. Next to me I have this table that I have a smaller mirror on that's gonna be good for like, I could use like this to check my pattern. Like, I'm really taking this serious, you guys. I'm really taking this serious. Okay, so I also have this rack right here, which isn't really a rack. It's actually like a laundry holder, and it can move. It was like $11 at Walmart, but I don't have any laundry in it right now. I just did the laundry, so I just have like the piping for it. But yeah, I thought that it would be good for lacing up the hair, and it can also move. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. We'll see how well it works. But yes, guys, this is how we're gonna do it. Wish me luck. Okay, guys, so you guys are behind me. I'm gonna turn around and start patting. The wider bathroom mirror is behind me, and the narrower, taller mirror is in front of me. And I'm gonna put something on because I can't be bored doing this because I'm just going to get frustrated. This is the hair that I bought. It is the 3x Rua hair in 1B, and I have 5 of these. I don't think I'll use all, but it was like $6. This is the comb that I'm going to use to do my hair. As you can see, there's a space right there, so this should be good for patting. Hopefully it works and it doesn't break, and it has a rat tooth pat at the end. I have a normal rat tooth comb, just the average rat tooth comb with me. I will be detangling along the way because my hair gets really tangled once it's blow dried. I don't know why. And then I also have butterfly tips to hold, you know, the sections. And if this doesn't work, so let me see, it has 3, 6, 9, 12 in a pack. And I also have some rubber bands if I need that, or I have something else, but I just want to keep each section separated. Okay, so I also have the edge gel. I hope I got the right thing, but I think this is what she told me to buy because of the texture of my hair. So I also have another one that's coming tomorrow from Amazon that she recommended, but they didn't have. So, and when I say she's a friend of mine who does hair, so she has her own business doing hair. So, well, she's a braider. Let me just say she's a braider. So she told me what I should get for my texture. So hopefully this works because it was $10 for this little job. So this is the human hair bundles that I got from Amazon. I think they cost like 30 something dollars. I will list in my description. And all I do is just shear these parts off and nip them at the top where the weft is. Now I use this red one wax. You guys, this thing saved me because it was perfect for my hair texture. Just look at the consistency. I love this. She recommended this type of hair because I told her the others look like so coarse and I don't like to see it. I want my hair to look like really silky and nice, like it was my natural hair, because my natural hair is curly and silky, kind of like smooth and stuff. So I want my braids to look like that too. I'm just hoping that this looks out okay. So again, let's get started. So first I just unravel my hair and I'm going to pat straight down the middle using my nose as a guide and using the rat tail comb to kind of glide down the middle of my head and create that pat. You want to create two sections, that's why you start in the middle of the hair, and it just made it easier for me to kind of guide the other sections that I will be making. And the mirror in the back could show me that this line wasn't straight, so I basically went and did it again. I realized through this process there's a lot of things that I had to go back and do it again because it was my first time, just to make sure that I get things straight. But patting is the most difficult part of this entire process, so you definitely want to take your time and make sure you have straight patting. Double check with that handheld mirror and just make sure that everything is straight. You might have to do this a couple times, but that's what it takes, you guys. I did have to do it a couple times. Actually, always past just doing this one pat. So I pat the day before I actually started braiding, just so I wouldn't get irritated. Okay guys, I was beginning to get frustrated because I wasn't really seeing. I feel like this mirror was a little bit too far from me. So see what I did? I literally tied my handheld mirror to my tripod. Let me show you how I did it. I took the one and only ribbon I could find, which is my Dior ribbon, and my mirror has like this hole right here in the back of it, in the back of the stand. So I put the ribbon through the hole, and then my tripod hot shoot has like a hole in it as well. So I put the ribbon through there, like you can see it under here, and then I wrapped it around and I tied it here. I also tied it here underneath, and then I tied it here one last time. And guys, this is perfect, and the tripod can be adjusted. Like if I want to like make it go up, slant up, I can make it tilt up. If I want it to tilt down, I can make it tilt down. I can also lift it higher because it's a tripod. I have all the benefits of a tripod, but there's a mirror attached. Oh my god, genius, game changer. And I can move it anywhere I need it to be. What? Okay, these parts are about to be lit. To create clean pads, I put the hair wax in the pad that I already created, and then I'm going to take the rat tail and just go through the same pad over again, and it's going to create a cleaner, smoother pad, you guys, and that makes it look more professional the cleaner your pads are. See how beautiful that looks? So this pad goes from ear to ear, and then I'm going to divide that in half. And now I have 4 big sections in the back. Okay guys, I have been at this chair for probably like 4 hours trying to perfect this pattern, and at this point it's whatever, okay? But this is what it's looking like for now. I don't know if you can see all of it, but yeah, so I just have to do this part and then I'm about to go sleep. Honestly, it's like 5 a.m. So it's the next day, hence the different outfit, and I'm going to prepare the human hair. So the blunt part, I am just going to pull on the strands of hair just to make it uneven, and that's going to help it blend better in the plait whenever I make a braid. So I'm just pulling on it, and now you can see it is uneven and it has that nice like feathered out look. So now I am preparing the braids by sectioning them off into smaller pieces, and you basically just want to grab the hair and pull it and then line them up so that you have all the hair prepared, and it's just going to make everything quicker and easier. Well, at least that's what it did for me. So this is how I have it lined up. Now this was truly my favorite part, which is actually doing the braid. So I'm taking the hair wax and I'm adding it to the base of the hair, and as I go along I will be adding more hair wax, but you just want to make sure that this is flat and it looks neat. Now I sectioned that hair into 3 different parts. Hopefully you guys can see, and with my index and my thumb I am going to grab the right piece of hair and go under the middle and grab the left piece of hair, and then I am going to do that again. Take the middle, go under and grab that right piece of hair. Now with my index finger and middle finger I am going to take a piece of braid, and I am going to add that braid to my index and my thumb, as you can see me sliding it in there. And then I am going to take the right piece of braid in here and add it to the right piece of my natural hair, keeping my left hand steady, and then I'm going underneath that middle portion of my hair and grabbing the left side of my hair, and then we are going to grab the middle and go under and grab the right section of my hair and add some more hair. So whenever we make it back to the right, we are going to add some more hair to the index and middle finger. So now I am just braiding down, and as you can see my hands are on opposite sides of my head. I don't have 2 hands on one side, so my hands are basically wrapped around the back of my head, and that gives me the firmest grip, you guys. Any other way that I tried wasn't working. So if you've ever cornrowed your own hair, it's kind of like cornrowing your hair straight down. It might hurt your arms, but this has the tightest like grip for me. Do you see how this braid is coming out like so nice and juicy? I love it. And then when I get down as far as I possibly can without my arms hurting, I switch to one side of my head like I'm doing right now. I just hold it in place and I flip, and then I begin to braid like I would normally do any kind of braid. Now whatever you do, do not let go the grip of this braid, okay? Just keep braiding because you don't want the braid to get loose. And now I'm going to take a piece of that human hair and add it between my thumb and my index finger. So as you can see, I did not bend the human strand in half. I am adding it basically at the tip, not at the very tip, just a little bit further down. And you want to braid down a little bit, and then you want to grab that strand of curly hair, and I put it in my mouth, honestly, you guys, just so that I could separate it and continue braiding down. So that's how I get the curly hair to be left out of the braid. So just put it in your mouth and continue braiding down. For the back of my hair, I only added 2 strands of curly hair just because I didn't know how much I would be needing. So I didn't have a bunch of curly hair in the back, but I kind of just added 2 pieces in each one of the braids in the back. But I add about 5 pieces in the front parts of my hair. And as I'm going down, I am also adding more of that wax to my hair just to make it smooth and so that it wouldn't peek out through the braid. So after my natural hair has ended, I go ahead and add 2 strands of braiding hair, one after the other for length. So for one braid, I add 3 pieces of braiding hair at the top, and then 2 pieces of curly hair throughout the braids in the back, and 2 pieces of braiding hair for length for wherever my natural hair stops. And I just keep braiding to the end, and I do add a piece of curly hair at the tips of the braid just to give it a nice curly effect that you'll see later. So this is what it's looking like for now. I'm really happy with the results. This took long, child, like you don't even know this took. So for parting, I have 2 rows below my ears and 2 rows above my ears, and then I have that U-shaped part on top of my head that I divide into 6 equal parts. So when it comes to parting the individual boxes, I start in the middle of each row, and you want to do the brick effect. So you want to have the boxes falling in between the boxes in the row below, if that makes sense. So as you can see right here, I have like a box between the 2 boxes in the row before, if that makes sense. And then I am just sectioning off each box because it's gonna make it easier whenever I do the braids. Shout out to my sister Sinead. She's also a braider and she helped me a lot. She gives such good like instruction, but she basically told me how to do the actual braiding of the hair, and then she told me to do the same hands wrapped around my head for the front piece of my hair. So I didn't show how I did my hair because it's literally the same way I did the back, having one hand on each opposite side of my head when I start the braid, and as I go down the braid I switch to 2 hands on one side of my head like I'm doing right now. So for the U-part braid at the top, I first start with the part in the middle, and I take the comb and I make a curving line towards the front, and I go back into that middle part and I make a curving line towards the front again, and then I just twist that to section it off till I'm ready. Now I am done with my hair, and I'm just going to dip everything in boiling hot water. I use an extra big pot for this, and this is the final look, you guys. We did it. I absolutely love how it came out. It was lightweight, it was neat enough for me. It was long, it was beautiful. She was a whole moment, and I absolutely love this hairstyle. Definitely recommend trying it for the summer holidays. And this is how the ends look, you guys. And this is how it looked on vacation in Miami. Now if I can do this, so can you. So don't hesitate to try it out. Thanks for watching. Bye.